and welcome back to Business as Unusual. So just to give a little bit of an introduction to the people that are just tuning in fresh today, my name is Megan from Greater London Properties. GLP set up a Facebook group during the lockdown period, which basically just supports local businesses within the local central London area. And this has been really good to provide that platform where people have been posting about stores now reopening due to the restrictions lifting slightly. So keep posting. We want to hear about what's reopening. We've been doing these lives for quite a few weeks now. This actually might be my last live for a while, just because we need to get hands back on deck. But I've absolutely loved speaking to so many people behind the businesses and different innovative ideas and what they've been up to battling lockdown, and just kind of how they're going to reopen. So it's been absolutely fantastic. And today, to finish us off with a bang, we've got Chief Stroodle. Maxim.
I don't have a real name. It's just Chief Stroodle. It's just easier.
He's even got his little T-shirt on. Look.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I moved the camera a little bit. Like, that's him. Like, oh no, this. So like, it looks like me, but not intended. Believe it or not, it wasn't intended. So the designer just had a brief. Like, I just want a pasta-looking character with googly eyes, and he's never seen me. He might have looked at my LinkedIn, and this guy came out.
Brilliant. And it looks exactly like you.
Yeah, especially now, like this, straight.
Brilliant. I've got my Stroodles today, guys. We're both Stroodling. Cheers.
Well done picking up on the lingo.
So basically, if you're wondering what Stroodles is, oh, hold on, sorry. I thought I'd switch that off. Sorry about that, guys. That's the first time that's happened. So if you're wondering what Stroodles is pasta straws. So we're going to hear more about these. But if everyone is like me, fed up of paper straws, now that we're trying to save the environment, these are better than paper straws. And they don't go soggy on you, which I think is the main point. So Maxim, Chief Stroodle.
That's why I think like the name just says Mr. Stroodles. No, there is some bars they're like, oh, Mr. Stroodles is here. Like, probably really don't know my name. The finance guy does probably, but
and that's about it. Yeah. I love that. So tell us a little bit how you got this straw movement, this pasta straw movement started.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, it all started December 2018, kind of all for fun, to be honest. So I just basically, for me, it was that simplicity of the whole idea when I basically came across pasta tubes being used for fun, and it all basically started making click in my head. It's just because it's so simple. And that's why, I mean, it's, as you said yourself, it's uncompromising on drinking experience, so it doesn't go soggy. Like paper straws, it lasts over an hour, it's flavorless, and it's edible. So it ticks all those boxes of a plastic straw that everyone has gotten used to. It doesn't have all the downsides of paper. But then also, we haven't created so we're not just a straw company, it's a movement. So I just like the simplicity of it, because everyone is aware of the plastic problem, so we don't need to so nowhere in our marketing, on our communication, you'll see like big preaching about plastic being bad, because everyone knows it, and kind of people are, to be honest, I mean, a little bit like tired of hearing constantly that they need to change behaviors. So why I loved and why I started Stroodles, because it's impacted people like me. Like, I'm not an eco warrior. Like, I'm just enjoying my life, living my life, and so basically I just wanted to do something, but like without impacting my lifestyle. And so that's exactly why I started and why I wanted to share it with people, because you can still kind of go get drunk, enjoy your drink, enjoy your juices, and feel good about yourself, because it's uncompromising. It's subconsciously like allowing you to change something. It's kind of basically the whole branding. And I think it became out even like from the start of our conversation. It's all about like fun, happiness. The name Stroodles, the character, it's to make people smile and then hopefully subconsciously trigger something. So we're there, like, it's a little bit gateway for change. And so just because how impacted I was myself, like I decided I need to basically take that to the whole world, and that's how Stroodles was born. And basically, kind of like from just a fun idea, kind of basically took over my life, and here we are, whatever, a year and a half later.
That's brilliant. It is a talking point, honestly.
Yeah.
As soon as I said that I was doing Stroodles, everyone was like, "What? What's that?" And everybody, it's probably the most interested everyone's been.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main thing. It is a talking point. Like people basically notice. People are curious, because I think it still has this innovative, this quirkiness factor. Yeah, because it's like no one has seen something similar or whatever before. So yeah, it's definitely a talking point.
What are the I know, but just so that other people know. What are the Stroodles made of?
Yeah, so just literally just two natural ingredients, wheat and water. So nothing else. So it's like very, very simple, very like basically like they're mixed together, then extruded and dried for ages. So I mean, the difficulty is in production because it's such a big hole. So it dries for a very long time. And that's where production is a nightmare, because whatever, you mess it up by 20 minutes and suddenly like whatever, they're not as durable anymore. So, I mean, those are quite strong. I mean, you can drum with them. I mean, I have nothing. No way you can see. No, I have. I mean, I think yesterday we posted in our stories. There was a kid I was doing this Christmas market, and this marching band came by, and the kids just started using them for like, oh, here you go. You can use this drumstick.
You can do it for your Thursday NHS clap.
Oh, there you go. I didn't think about that. That's a good one. Yeah, so they are quite strong. So I mean, but yeah, it is only two natural ingredients. So that's why it's obviously like you can put it in your garden or whatever to or give it to fish as a little appetizer. Dogs love it for whatever reason. We have a lot of like, especially French bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. We have this like actually lives in Soho as well. Like a little French Claude is his name. It's a little French bulldog. So he's a big fan. He's about to get a jacket as well, like Stroodles jacket. So you might see like a dog walking around with a Stroodles jacket in Soho.
Amazing. We've got an office dog called Winston. Maybe we'll get him one as well.
Yeah. What breed is he?
A King Charles Spaniel.
Oh wow, yeah. If you tell me his size, we'll get him like some like whatever. There you go. Oh, very tiny.
We'll hit you up.
So that's
absolutely.
Especially because the office is literally like 1 minute from my flat.
Exactly. You've probably seen him walking around on the toilet breaks, actually.
There you go.
So just to obviously let everyone know, so people can actually buy these. So like, for example, I can buy them, but then businesses can also buy them in bulk. So what are your, usually you sell them in packs of 12?
So for retail at the moment, it's packs of 12, 25, 50, and 100. However, we're soon going to release new retail packaging. So that's gonna go live hopefully like in about 4 or 5 weeks. So that's we're now kind of trying to go for like the super big supermarkets, because the idea again. So I'm trying to become the go-to straw alternative. Yeah. So again, just be there for everyone to buy like if you go to like whatever. Once everything is obviously lockdown is gone, like once you go to Regent's Park, need some straws for your picnic. Supposed to get some Stroodles. So yeah, at the moment it's mainly online, and then to restaurants, bars, and the hospitality industry, it's bulk and boxes of 1125. And then you've change as well.
You've got quite a few clients already, haven't you? Because there's some hotels that have taken it on board.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So there's like the Ibis Hotel, like Marriott Hotel, and then there's like some bars, there's like Vasco and Soho as well. And there's like he was on your podcast like a couple of weeks back. So they're on, and then then again other like bars, restaurants across the country. I think the beauty of Stroodles is that anything from like a cafe, ice cream shop to like a big restaurant, hotel, wedding. It's a very diverse product.
It is. I think that everybody wants to get involved in something like this as well, don't they? Just because they know the benefits of it.
And also like the plastic ban, obviously. I mean, it's still kicking in. Although it was, I don't know, I guess you saw in the news it was delayed a little bit because of Corona, because it was supposed to hit a month back. So I think October is the new date. So yeah, the problem is, and everyone hates paper straws. But I think it's one of those that the industry just when clients' demands grew, like, oh, we need to get rid of plastic. The first best thing was paper, and I think the industry had to ignore the downsides of paper. So.
But also, I wrote somewhere, you wrote it on your website, I think, doesn't paper take around 2 months to still biodegrade, whereas this can decompose within a day?
Yeah, well, exactly. So with paper also, again, like especially the cheaper alternatives, they have glue in them, and like, so it's all this stuff that is not mentioned. So the cheaper ones that are, or like also like the ones that are durable, they have other materials that are basically as bad as plastic in some form. Whereas again, like obviously, like with pasta, yes, you can plant it in the garden, and then it's just normal food waste, so to say. So it's in the same process, or you can eat the whole thing. So basically, if you want to go full zero waste, you just basically snack on this. You'll be so when I started the company, obviously I put edible on, but for me it was always just, there you go, that's lunch sorted. But it was always, well, partly obviously like a little bit for marketing, for fun, but then like the amount of people that eat raw pasta that was probably the biggest revelation. Like a lot of like just people, especially after a few gin and tonics, people like basically eat the whole thing. But then most people are curious, so they just bite into it. Yeah. Then I guess dentists will be very happy because they're not very easy. Well, I guess for kids, like the milk teeth will fall out eventually.
Well, when I first got these through the post, my partner didn't really understand what they were at first because I just put them on the side, and he was just like, "Oh, we've got some chicken, so we can use that pasta that you've just got." And I was like, "No, don't cook my strudels. They're straws." So that was, he was like, "What?"
After your gin and tonic, you can make a gin and tonic infused chicken bolognese or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, very. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm actually like I want to probably gonna post at some point like tell us what you do with your strudels, because I'm sure there's like people. Well, I've done gardening the other day with it. Like again, because you can even like dig a hole for like again. Well, lockdown got me a lot of ideas. Also like different games. And
I suppose you can hold up plants with it. You know that when flowers start.
There you go. Yeah, but I think but then probably like some birds, some pigeons will come and nibble on them.
Most likely. Watch out! Stand like a scarecrow. So you also went on to Dragon's Den, which I knew that I'd recognised you somewhere in the name and everything. Probably just kind of seeing them out there anyway. But was that daunting? Was that really scary?
It was definitely a life-changing experience. I think it was like, obviously, yes, it was very daunting. I think the beauty there is believe it or not, like you don't see the cameras. So and I had very, very good speech training beforehand. So, I mean, I've never been on obviously on TV before or any kind of situation. I mean, I've or a stage that big. So I kind of gone from zero to directly 4 million viewers. But I mean, it was a great experience. You don't see the camera, so that makes it much, much easier. Because again, you're quite close to the dragons, obviously. But yeah, it's not as daunting as it's all up here. Like it's a big mindset thing. Because I prepared myself quite well, or I was prepared. I think that made it much, much easier. Also, I mean, again, then there's obviously the edit. So they cut out. I think I was in there for over an hour. Yeah, I mean, exactly. They edited it all out, but no, it was amazing. It was life changing. I think now I don't care about any. You can put me probably in a Wembley Stadium, or whatever. I probably won't care because I mean it's probably after the Dragon's Den, especially the British one, because I think the you can I'm kind of it's all bulletproof, anything from here now.
Well, it's good because even when businesses don't get investments or whatever, they still get really good advice, and it's good feedback, and you're still say for example, I recognise Stroodles from that, even though you've just given yourself that exposure on TV.
Well, exactly. Like it's as you say, it's kind of like a little bit of like a stamp of approval, if you know what I mean. Kind of like it's this BBC Dragon. So I mean, on trade shows, obviously, again, and it is as you say, like people like the little Frenchy bulldog that we talked about earlier, like they actually saw us on Dragon's Den. And so that's why like we were doing like a little, I think in Holborn, we were doing like a little like street event, and that's where they then spotted us. So, and like in the beginning, it was so weird. Like I had people come up to me, oh, I've seen you on Dragon's Den. It's quite funny. Like, yeah, I mean, it's very flattering, but like I remember the first time I was like, whoa, that's so strange. But then, yeah, obviously there's so many people who've seen it. But it is, as you say, so that's what I hope, like, once we're in supermarkets or whatever, people will be like you, kind of, oh, I've seen this before, oh, let me try. So that's kind of, I think that's what it does. It's that it gives you all that publicity. And then I think on top of that, we got quite fortunate, and I'm grateful for all the press we got. Like, we've been on Unilad, Led Bible, kind of BBC Good Food. I think it was very, very crazy globally. I mean, still I'm getting like emails from like Korea and Guatemala. Oh, can we have some pictures for some posts? I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, that's why I love the journey. It's just like every day there's like you wake up to some emails or whatever, and you don't know what the next day brings. Because I mean, everyone's very helpful, very supportive, and I'm like just very grateful for like the journey so far, because it's literally been amazing. I mean, even like speaking to you now, I mean, like no, but it's just all of this. Like when I started it, like it was just like for fun, kind of on the side, you know. And now this, like, I mean, I've done a crowdfunding as well. So I mean, it's just all kind of like snowball, but in a positive way, you know. Like it's just all kind of like getting better and better day after day.
Yeah, you've got such a huge Stroodle family now.
Exactly. Yeah, Stroodle's fan base. Yeah. No, seriously, it's really funny. So we sold in like a physical outlet, like I think it was in like near Kew Gardens, and like so again we were doing some outdoor events, and there was those little girls. Like on the second time I was there, like, oh, Mr. Stroodles is here again. So it's quite funny. I think we were talking about earlier. I need to get myself a costume, like Stroodles overall.
You do.
As I told you, like there's those American, you know, car vendors where they have those like wiggly thingy, like yellow man. So they're definitely buying that. So I actually can put it out in the office. You can see it in the office.
Flagpole.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Now, during lockdown, you started doing some challenges with your fellow Stroodlers. Just to keep them entertained, just show the multiple use of Stroodling. And so tell us a little bit more about those challenges that you set out.
Yeah, exactly. So basically we did a little bit of like kind of Olympics or whatever. So basically there's like 4 challenges. I have a few props left. So there is a football field from like a Cheerios box. So it's basically, oh, sorry, like that's the camera. So like it's blow football. So basically imagine you can see it on our Instagram. So that's the football field. Then you use Haribo or whatever, like little sweets as opponents, a Malteser as football. And basically it's about like obviously scoring how many goals you can score in a minute. So that was number 1. Then we did like a cutout mustache to put on your strudel. The other one was hula hoops. So basically like take some blue tack, and like basically put the strudel straight on the table, and then how many hula hoops can you stack on it in whatever 30 minutes. The other one was transferring strudels, like little squares of paper, or like whatever Stroodles logo, transferring them from one bowl to another. That was very popular, although that's probably the easiest, but one was very popular. And then the last one was, it's an American drinking game called Quarters, where you have to, you might have heard of it, it's where you have to flip a coin from the side of a table into a cup. So we've adapted that to Stroodles. So basically you kind of like break a little bit off, put it on the side of the table, and then you have to flip it into the glass. It's so difficult. Like I thought it was easy. It took me like 45 attempts, but then it's so rewarding. So I think that the people that did it, like you can see, because people were giving up because it's so difficult. And then like suddenly when they get it in, like same with me, like my video is like, whoa, finally. So yeah, so it's kind of games like we have a longer list of the games. So we're just redoing our website. So we're going to put a big list up. So yeah, that's what lockdown gets you into, like making games with Stroodles.
Just keeps you entertained, keeps the kids entertained as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can remember, but remember with Fairy Liquid, how they used to do the advert, and they always used to the things that you could do with Fairy Liquid after they'd used it. So then kids always used to be waiting for their parents to finish with the Fairy Liquid so that they could take the bottle. So it's such a good idea, because if kids play these games, they're like, "Mom, can you please get some Stroodles?" Like, my mate's playing Stroodle games. I want to do it.
Oh, I'll check it out. No, I haven't seen this video. Cool. Thank you. Thanks for the inspiration.
From childhood. Well, you've already started it yourself. I'm going off your idea.
Independently, yeah.
So it's like that's kind of like a movement within itself. Like as soon as you kind of get kids involved, things start trending.
No, because especially, I mean, like with Greta, I mean, it's that age group. It obviously carries it on. So again, like we're also planning to do more with like schools and like kids. So I know maybe some education. So again, some art projects maybe with old plastic straws. So we have some partners in the States, in Vietnam and Asia it was. So they've done like sculptures from old plastic straws. So for example, let's say when we sign up a restaurant, they're sitting on a plastic straw stock. We can take those plastic straws and commission an artist to maybe do some sculptures, or some schools. So again, if some schools or artists are listening, reach out. Because I mean, again, there's a big, nice element in awareness in that form, rather than just like flyers and text and images. It's much more fun and powerful, I guess, especially for kids when it's kind of embedded into whatever the curriculum and things like that. So again, I mean, it's just fun ways like that, because I mean, that's the brand DNA in a little bit. Like we're not like, it's a little bit like thinking out of the box and just like basically I want to have fun. So that's why I'm portraying it onto the brand. I don't want to be sitting there doing the boring PowerPoint slides and like the usual. I mean, that's obviously there as well, but as fun as I can get.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant, because the good energy brings people to it, doesn't it? Like it's just I love it, and I love the little character, because I think that without him it would be a little bit more plain, wouldn't it? But I love it. And haven't you got Stroodles cup there as well? Can people buy the Can people buy the merchandise?
There is somewhere. There's like I think the bag, the T-shirt, and the cap is on the website. No, the mug, I just took one of our stickers, put it on my. Yeah, I need to do more. Like, see, if it would be for me, I would only be doing things like that, and focusing on different like. No, there's actually recently a guy. He's done like a little like pasta timer, even like, and it's on our Instagram, like a pasta timer, like a chess board, like with Stroodles. Like so much merchandise.
But I love everything that comes with it, though, because obviously we get the leaflet which tells you the benefits, and then you get a little note from Chief Stroodle about how to use it.
Yes.
You get a little business card. You get your bag of Stroodles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
And then it says, "Welcome to the Stroodle family." I just love all of the nice touches. I just love it. Everything has just been thought of and just thought really well.
Try my best. No, because it's again like we're just trying to inspire people, and because I mean a thing like that can only live. I mean, with like more people. Because I mean, if you think about it, like if you go to whatever your local shop, if you look at that aisle of like whatever cups and serviettes, it's very boring. I mean, like, so I mean, just all like gray and like brown and whatever. So again, obviously, like our packaging, our whole ethos will bring a little bit more light onto those shelves, and I think this will help us just like inspire and like get more people Stroodling kind of globally. Because I mean, that's the message. That's what we're trying to do. It's easy. It's not. I mean, that's why, because we're not asking anyone to change anything. It's just like you can still enjoy all your drinks the same way you did before. Just like now, just do something good on the back of it.
And just for the record, guys, it's still going strong. It's not like a paper one, which would be soggy by now.
Yeah, you can drum with it still.
Yeah, I could get quite a few more drinks out of this today.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's quite funny. So I think also, like, obviously, like it lasts longer the colder the liquid and whatever, and like then it depends on like liquid. So I guess from different countries, I get different reports. I mean, recently someone was like, oh, I did like a house party. It lasted for 2.5 hours. Like I drank all my drinks for that. It all depends. So yeah, I guess at a festival or something where it's all about now sustainability, I think they're all like you can obviously reuse that when you go for a refill of whatever, your cocktail and whatnot.
Or you can even have it in your pocket and then drink someone else's drink.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, I've created, like, for one of the bars, I've created little connectors. So we have this like extra long strudel to do, like, you know, like a sangria, or actually now for social distancing. It's actually very cool. We'll just put like Regent's Park picnic. You just put like a big bowl in the middle. I'll create like 3-meter straws, and then everyone can be strudling from a distance.
I think that would be a really good shot, actually, from like a drone.
Oh yeah.
Before we go, are you thinking of any other products? So, say, for example, if you like knives and forks, cutlery.
Yes, I mean, so I guess the idea of the brand was initially created to create more uncompromising products. So yeah, so I mean, at the moment we're focusing more on like variations of the straws, so different length, diameters, colors. But then going forward, I am looking at like other products that basically fit that thing of like uncompromising changes in that sense. Yeah, more to come. But I think at the moment, there's like so enough, kind of like so much focus with the strudel. But no, going forward, there'll be more in the Stroodles assortment.
I love it. So guys, you can get your own strudels from www.stroodles.co.uk.
Yeah.
You can email Chief or Mr. Stroodle on info@stroodles.co.uk. And you can also obviously follow them on all of the different methods at Stroodles_straws. So get following. Get watching these challenges, get doing these challenges, and start strudling.
Yes, very, yeah. Let's join the Stroodle family, join the Stroodles movement.
Someone's just put, I love it, I've just ordered mine in the comments.
Thank you.
And Winston, the dog's mum, has put, Winston would love that, so she's well up for it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, tell me the size, and I'm gonna order all those dog furry friends. So I'm gonna order this big order.
Thank you so much for being such a good sport, especially for my last chat for a while. I've loved finishing it by speaking to you. So it's been lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Keep strudling. Strudel doodle doo.
Yeah. Drum roll.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers.